When accountability meets defiance, the sparks fly. Congressman Salud Carbajal didn't hold back as he directly confronted Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth in a blistering exchange over the use of U.S. troops, accusations of misconduct, and the question of loyalty versus duty. What started as a hearing on national security quickly turned into a showdown about integrity and leadership in America's armed forces.
As a gentleman from California, Mr. Carbajal.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. It shouldn't come as no surprise that I have serious concerns with both the deployment of the National Guard and the Marines to Los Angeles. I served in the Marine Corps. We are trained to be war fighters, not for crowd control. Everyone here should be alarmed that the President has sent armed forces into a city against the wishes of a governor and mayor. I am concerned this administration is purposely escalating the situation with this step and politicizing our armed forces in the process. Let's call it for what it is. It's political theater. Hegseth, are the Marines in Los Angeles ordered to protect property by any means necessary?
Sir, I would say the ICE officers and police officers being attacked is not political theater. The National Guard and Marines,
just yes or no. Just yes or no.
The National Guard and Marines have the full authority to protect federal ICE agents.
Yes or no?
Buildings.
Can you just say yes or no? This isn't Fox anymore. Just yes or no.
They're there to protect federal agents and federal.
Another BS answer. Under the SRUF, the use of force, are Marines allowed to fire warning shots?
No.
Now that's more like it. Isn't that easy? Well, you know, I'm going to beat this drum because you refuse to take responsibility. Will you take responsibility for having made a mistake, not to mention many people would say break the law, in participating in the Signal group chat that included a journalist, your wife, your brother, where classified information was shared?
Sir, every way I communicate is authorized. Every way I communicate.
Okay, if you want to say that. I have called for your resignation. I didn't think you were qualified before your confirmation, and you have done nothing to inspire confidence in your ability to lead competently. You broke the law in sharing classified information, and in doing so, endangered the lives of our service members that you are responsible for. Your inability to hold yourself accountable makes you incapable to lead. This alone makes you unfit to be the Secretary of Defense. Secretary, do you think the United States should continue supporting Ukraine in its fight against Russia, a nation that is hostile towards the United States?
Well, as you know, sir, President Trump is committed to peace.
No, I just want yes or no answers.
Today, the United States has spent billions of dollars.
Yes or no? Yes or no?
Over years.
Just yes or no. Can I get a yes or no out of you?
We continue to send.
Come on.
Presidential drawdown.
It's that easy. Kindergartners could give me a yes or no. Yes or no.
Yes, we support peace in Ukraine.
Come on. Is this really leadership? You're an embarrassment to the United States. If Russia invades NATO allies, are you going to recommend to the president that we fulfill our Article 5 obligations?
Well, Russia has not invaded NATO allies.
No.
President Trump has
No. I reclaim my time. Yes or no? It's that simple.
There's Article 5 in NATO, which we recognize.
So is the answer yes or no?
That's what Article 5 is, yes.
Good. I'm glad you brought yourself to saying yes. Do you think political allegiance to Trump is a requirement for serving our nation, either in uniform or a civilian in the department?
I'm incredibly proud, as are millions of Americans.
No. Not today, Hegseth. Yes or no?
Congressman, you know what a silly question that is.
But silly enough to warrant a very straightforward answer. Yes or no?
We all support and defend the Constitution of the United States.
You know what?
I'm
not going to waste my time anymore. You're not worthy of my attention or my questions. You're an embarrassment to this country. You're unfit to lead. And there's been bipartisan members of Congress that have called for your resignation. You should just get the hell out and let somebody competently lead this department.
Mr. Chairman, do we not have any decorum in here?
Thank you very much. I yield my time.
Gentleman yields back. And I would urge everybody to remember and maintain a decorum suitable for this chamber with their further comments.
What we just witnessed wasn't your typical congressional back and forth. This was a veteran-turned-lawmaker, Congressman Carbajal, directly challenging Secretary Hegseth's credibility and sense of responsibility. The tension wasn't just personal, it symbolized a deeper conflict in American governance, the politicization of the military and the erosion of accountability at the highest levels. Carbajal, drawing from his own experience as a Marine, reminded everyone that the armed forces are trained to defend the nation, not to be used as instruments of political theater. His outrage over deploying Marines and the National Guard domestically wasn't just about procedure, it was about principle. The military operates under civilian control, but that control must never be used to stage political displays. When Carbajal pressed Hegseth for simple yes or no answers, he exposed a common tactic: evasion. Each deflection, each talking point, revealed how fragile the boundary between service and politics has become. And when the congressman accused Hegseth of breaking the law by sharing classified information through private channels, the exchange cut even deeper. Carbajal's words, "You're an embarrassment to this country," weren't just an insult. They were an indictment of how political loyalty can override public duty. This confrontation underscores something bigger than the two men in that room. It raises a crucial question for every viewer. What happens when truth, duty, and patriotism are filtered through partisan lenses? When leaders become too loyal to power rather than the Constitution they swore to defend? Carbajal's fiery rebuke, though emotional, echoed a sentiment many Americans share, a yearning for leaders who are accountable, transparent, and worthy of the trust placed in them. Whether you agree with his tone or not, his words struck at the heart of what it means to serve honorably in a democracy. And that's the essence of oversight, not just questioning authority, but holding it accountable when it loses its moral compass. If you value discussions that dig deeper than headlines and challenge power with facts, subscribe to Left Lens for more fearless political analysis and context you won't get anywhere else.